You get paid on Friday. You open your investing app, do what feels responsible, and throw a couple $100 into a fund. Or maybe that stock everyone online won't stop talking about. The green line moves up. You feel like an adult, like you're finally doing things right. Then you check your credit card balance. It hasn't moved in months. Most of your payment went straight to interest. By next payday, you're basically back where you started. A little later, HR emails you about 401k open enrollment. You swipe the notification away because it feels confusing and overwhelming. Then, because life has a sense of humor, your car makes a grinding noise on the highway, and your entire financial plan becomes hoping it doesn't break down right now. Here's the promise of this video. By the end of this, you'll know the exact step-by-step order your money should follow, so you stop feeling broke while doing everything right. Not stock picks, not market timing. Just the correct order. Because most people don't have an investing problem. They have an order problem. The hard reality. Most people ignore a recent Federal Reserve survey found that only about 63% of adults could handle a $400 emergency with cash. That means nearly 4 out of 10 people would need to borrow money, sell something, or skip the bill entirely. Even worse, the median emergency savings is around $600, and over 20% of people have nothing set aside at all. Yet many of these same people are actively buying stocks, crypto, ETFs, whatever is trending on social media. That's how you end up investing for years, feeling disciplined, and still being one surprise bill away from wiping everything out. This video is about fixing that. The one question that changes everything. My name is Joe, and I'm obsessed with how money actually works in the real world, not the hype version. And here's the most important shift you can make. The real game isn't asking, what should I buy next? The real game is asking, what should my next dollar do first? I call this framework the next dollar ladder. When your money follows the wrong order, it sprints in opposite directions at the same time. One paycheck feeds investments, while the same paycheck feeds high-interest debt and surprise emergencies. No amount of discipline can win that game. Quick disclaimer. So we're clear. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not personal financial advice. This is an educational framework based on research and real-world incentives. If you're making major financial decisions, talk to a qualified professional who knows your situation. Now, let's fix the order. Step 1. Build a starter emergency fund, your safety switch. Before investing, before optimization, before anything else, you need a safety switch. Without it, every unexpected expense forces you into one of two terrible choices. Swipe a credit card and pay double-digit interest. Sell investments at the worst possible time. That's how the bucket keeps leaking. An emergency fund isn't about being responsible. It's about buying the psychological right to invest calmly instead of panicking. Here's the simple progression. Stage 1. $500 to $1,000 as fast as reasonably possible. This is your My Car Made a Scary Noise fund. Stage 2. 1 month of core expenses. Rent, utilities, food, gas, minimum debt payments. Stage 3. 3 months of expenses. More if your income is unstable or commission-based. Important warning. If you keep padding cash forever, safety quietly turns into procrastination. This is the launch pad, not the finish line. Step 2. Eliminate high-interest debt, your highest guaranteed return. Once the safety switch is on, we attack the real villain. High-interest debt, especially credit cards. Average credit card interest rates are now over 23%, and nearly half of cardholders carry balances month to month. Here's the math that matters. Owe $5,000 at 22% interest? That's about $1,100 per year just to rent that money. If your minimum payment is 2%, about 90% of that payment goes to interest, not progress. Paying off high-interest debt is not falling behind on investing. It's the highest risk-free return most people will ever earn. Paying off a 22% credit card is mathematically identical to earning a guaranteed 22% return, something the stock market has never offered. The one exception: employer match, the cheat code. There is one exception to pausing investing: the employer match. If your company matches even part of your contribution, that is instant guaranteed return. Example: you contribute $3,000. Your employer adds $1,500. That's a 50% return immediately before the market does anything. So the refined rule is this: build the starter emergency fund to attack high-interest debt aggressively, but always capture the full employer match. Even while paying off debt, that match is too powerful to ignore. Step 3. IRAs. Escape the fee trap. Once high-interest debt is shrinking and the match is locked in, we move to the next rung. IRAs. Think of your workplace plan as the match machine. Your IRA is your freedom account. Many 401s are loaded with higher fee funds. An IRA at a low-cost provider lets you use simple index funds that cost almost nothing. Small fees don't look scary until time gets involved. Over 30 years, a difference of less than 1% in fees can easily cost $100,000 plus in lost growth. That's not theory, that's math. Common sequence: capture full employer match. Max out IRA with low-cost diversified funds. Then increase workplace plan contributions. Traditional versus Roth? If you're unsure, it's okay to split. Flexibility is a feature. Step 4, the HSA, optional but powerful. If you qualify for a health savings account, this is the most misunderstood tool in personal finance. HSAs offer triple tax advantages: pre-tax contributions, tax-free growth, tax-free withdrawals for medical expenses. That combination is extremely rare. The advanced strategy: contribute, invest the balance. Pay small medical bills out of pocket. Save the receipts. There's no deadline to reimburse yourself later. This isn't for everyone. If you have high ongoing medical costs, skip this step. The latter still works without it. Step 5. Maximize retirement, then use taxable accounts only. After the earlier steps, do taxable brokerage accounts make sense? They're flexible but less efficient. Taxes on dividends and capital gains quietly drag returns down over time. That's why retirement accounts come first. Taxable accounts are for extra goals, early retirement bridges, or surplus investing. Not because taxable investing is bad, because order matters. Step 6. Fund money without wrecking your future. You don't have to give up stocks or crypto, you just need boundaries. The rule: 5 to 10% maximum in an experimental sandbox. The other 90 to 95% stays boring and diversified. That way, you keep the excitement, but bad bets don't ruin your life. Most investors underperform the market, not because they're dumb, but because emotions destroy timing. Quarantine the fund. 2 people, same income, different order. Version A invests randomly, carries credit card debt, ignores the match, overtrades, and leaks money to interest, fees, and taxes. Version B builds a small emergency fund, kills high-interest debt, captures the match, uses low-cost accounts, and caps speculation. Same income, same job, completely different outcome. The difference isn't intelligence, it's order. Final action step: this matters. Think about your next paycheck, not your whole life. Ask, what should my next dollar do first? If you're committing to fixing the order, comment, pay off debt before investing. That's your contract with yourself, and it helps this reach others stuck in the same cycle. If you want future videos breaking this ladder down for different incomes and situations, subscribe so you actually see them. The next dollar ladder. Quick recap: starter emergency fund, high interest debt elimination. Employer match IRA, low-cost funds, HSA if applicable. Increase retirement contributions. Taxable investing plus capped fund money. Fix the order and every future dollar finally starts working with you, not against you.